the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Right to the air. Here's Stafford. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And he's got, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
A first carry for Rachaad White. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And the Rams at 2-6 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, Murray will keep it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. White, he'll try the left side. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy check downs. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, LA. Tutu Atwell. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
From the 29, Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Stafford. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
On second down, they'll run with White. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. Touchdown! Tutu Atwell with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams lead this It's now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Stafford on first down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now Murray off play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And this will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Got a man, it's McBride complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice eat.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride, a 22-yard. Grab. And the Cardinals are back within a score.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Rams 14, Cardinals 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They give to White on the option.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as good running gets him to about the 44. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going. That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, LA! Tutu Atwell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He'll take it at the 42. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll start with the option.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two. He's got a man, complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A final shot before the break. Stafford. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a... He's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Murray now running left off the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field. And he gets a tackle for loss there. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play fake. Murray. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Trent McDuffie. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. Stafford. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Stafford here. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Stafford now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 23. Throwing again is Stafford. And pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's going to be Throwing again on second down. Stafford. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Prater for the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. First down, here's White. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's got room at the 30, and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Once again, it's White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Running here with White, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now it's Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. This offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To the air again, Stafford. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll pitch it out to White. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Murray running left. They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. He'll get this to about the 38.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, here's the option. A pitch back. And he's got room. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 29-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So the LA Rams with a